Welcome to Quality Living with Peaceful Support Program. I am Amanda Whittemore. I am your yoga teacher and your end-of-life doula, your newest real estate agent here in Brookings, Oregon, and so many other things. I really don't want to name and label all of them, but we'll get to that later. We are just grateful that we have this radio station, KCIW 100.7, to be the voice of our local community. It's so important that we utilize our voice as much as body language is important, as much as emails and text and written notes, TV, YouTube, you name it. Communication, to me, is everything. So I'm very grateful for all of the people who sponsor and donate to keep this local station alive. Today is a special day, and when we set our goals and intentions to achieve something, we never know how or when that will manifest. The point is to always keep working on them, and one day it will show up. Like these magical people in the studio today. I'm so glad to have LJ and Ryan of Reps Grappling Team here with us. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Yo!
Yay!
We made it.
Yes, we did.
I was like, this is the coolest team in Reps Gym. I love you guys all. Reps Gym is my favorite. However, there's so many different groups that do activities there, and I just really appreciate the devotion that the Reps Grappling Team has shown.
Yeah. It's been incredible.
Yeah.
It's an interesting journey that we started about, 3 years ago?
For you, yeah. About 2 years for me, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Will you please say to our listeners how you guys got into grappling? We'll just kind of start there.
Okay.
Ryan?
Well, the main coach, I've known him for about 10 years, and also a coworker. And it was just something that I always talked about, and then decided that I wanted to stop talking about it, start being about it. So I just signed up, and about 2 years ago, I've been going pretty consistently ever since.
Oh my. Ryan has the best quote of the year. Get your t-shirt, bumper sticker, printer maker. Stop talking about it. Be about it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, LJ.
Okay. Do you want the cute story or like the real story?
The real deal.
Okay. So my job is pretty stressful and started kind of wearing on me. So I found out about the class and wanted to give it a try and find like a positive outlet for my, from daily life. And I've never looked back ever since.
Oh my.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll bet you there's quite a lot of our listeners saying, what is grappling?
Well,
At Reps, we do jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, to be specific.
Yeah.
with a touch of wrestling.
Oh.
With a touch of scramble. And a little bit of maybe judo.
Ah.
So it's a little mix of all of those things together.
Yeah.
Some style and flavor.
Style and flavor, yes. Our coach likes to keep us on our toes, and it's always very dynamic, and it's always, very different. So we have a lot of, wrestlers that come in, and, we work with them. And then, we have our Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners, I would say, that would come in, and, we cater to them as well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So when is this? How can people learn about it? How can they get into it?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, between 5 and 7 p.m. We just started a ladies class. Tuesday nights.
Yes, we did.
Tuesday nights. What time?
Tuesday night, 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
6 to 7 p.m. Tuesdays for right now. And as time goes by and demand, we might expand to Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So all my ladies, come see me.
Yes. So do they need experience?
No
No.
experience necessary.
So for the women's class, how I envisioned the whole class is we're starting from the basic. We're starting from the bottom. So no throws, no harsh moves. It's women's only. So no experience needed. Come on in. We we will meet you at your level. And, whatever you feel comfortable with or don't feel comfortable with, we are more than, happy to work with you.
We like that. And how did you guys even get to Brookings? Sometimes our listeners like a little bit of a backstory. Just so we know, listeners, this is Peaceful Support, Quality Living with Peaceful Support Program. I'm Amanda. We're talking with LJ and Ryan of Reps Grappling Team. And we're about to learn a little bit about each of them, of how they came to the Brookings area.
I should go first because your story's better than mine.
I'm glad that you agreed.
Yeah, I work at the prison. I'm just a sergeant at the prison. And so I came up here.
That's a big deal, man. Thank you for your service.
Thanks. And I didn't think I was excited to move up here. I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it a lot because I'm from the city down south. And when I got here, I just loved the area. I lived in Crescent City for a couple years, and then I really wanted to live in Oregon for a couple of different reasons, but mainly just quality of life seems a little bit better on this side of the border. And so once I started making enough money, we looked into buying a house and never really looked back. So
there you go. And you bought it. Everything's good.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. And so I heard you say quality of life. We're just going to interject real quick with that super special question here on the Quality Living program. What does quality of life represent to you?
Good question. To me it means having like fulfillment, being satisfied with where you're at in life, or at least where you're going. I kind of spent a lot of years living to work, instead of working to live, as the saying goes. And I was really unhappy. And kind of along with this jiu-jitsu journey was a whole shift in my quality of life, quality of living, to stop being about, just work and, cranking out overtime, whatever.
Right.
And just start enjoying my life more. And it's been a journey in and of itself, but a good one. I've changed, definitely. So
magical. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That's really impressive. And it's work. It's a lot of effort to make that mental shift and then apply it to your tangible physical world. A lot of people can think about it, talk about it, but you're being about it. That's sweet.
Yeah.
If he's not, I'm here to give him a gentle push.
I love it. LJ, tell us how you got to Brookings area.
Goodness, just to Brookings. So obviously I'm an immigrant. 10 years ago, I packed my bags and moved to the United States of America.
From
Macedonia. It's a very tiny country in Europe. I'm sure a lot of people haven't heard about it, but there is your opportunity.
Yeah.
So from Macedonia, I moved to Switzerland, lived there for about a year. It was not my cup of tea. So went back to Macedonia, came to America, and that was the best choice ever. Moved a little bit around from the East Coast to the Midwest and ended up in Brookings, Oregon. And obviously, look at the ocean and the nature, and it's just beautiful. A little community it was tough to integrate in the community, but once you're in, you are in. Those people love you and they help you, and it's very, very inviting and good people. Good community.
Beautiful. That's really, really nice. And I feel like I'm hearing the question about peaceful support. Where and how do you find peaceful support within what you're doing here or now, or what does it even represent to you?
Peaceful support. Being helpful to your neighbor, just being there for your community. Being a good person, because I live by the saying, whatever you throw behind you, you're going to find it in front of you. So,
T-shirt, bumper sticker.
Take that, Brian.
Yeah.
So just being a good person and helping people. Even through my work. So Monday through Friday, I work for the court in Gold Beach. And then on the weekends, you can find me at the South Coast Humane Society, where you can adopt a cat or a dog. Making sure that those animals are taken care of and, helping as much as possible. That's where I see my service to this community, just being able to help from both ends.
Absolutely. Full of peaceful support. Nice.
Yeah.
And so with all these wonderful facets of you guys, you found this. Do you find that the grappling team, that you do it more and more, or how, like for someone who's thinking about going from that idea of where they're at and they're just ready to really put it in action, would you recommend that they go full force, go part-time, sometimes once a month, join reps, get a membership? How does it work?
So, fitness, it's probably one of my favorite subjects to talk about.
Awesome. Let's do it.
So at the very least, at least get the gym membership, and then, come drop in with us if you want and see what it's all about. I promise it's not as scary as it looks, maybe from the outside. And then from there, I think you need to keep an open mind and kind of be willing to understand that you don't know everything, first day. And it really is about the journey, It takes a long time just to get to the point where you are not getting submitted every 5 seconds. And then...
Submitted?
Yes. So, it's submission wrestling, so...
Like if you tap out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because it's better to tap out than to fall out, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
And so once you get to a point where you can defend yourself, it then becomes about building some kind of strategy, like an offensive strategy. And it all takes time. It's all about the journey. It's all about kind of learning yourself, learning what you like, learning what you don't like, kind of putting your ego aside and be willing to learn and adapt and understand that what works for one person might not work for you and vice versa. So it's kind of a good way to grow, like mentally as well as physically. And the fitness aspects, like, my God, your cardio, it will transform your body in very short order.
Very short order. I like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes your appearance as well. People cannot see it, but I can tell you that Ryan has a couple scratches. He has a couple battle wounds on his face.
Yeah.
I won't take the headphones off, but yeah, it happens.
We are on radio, so we're going to give, some special behind the scenes details. Thank you, LJ. Yeah. We will. So what's fun about this show too is we're listening. Well, this airs locally to the Curry County, and then we get a link once our magical sound engineers get the show on air. We take that link and we can send that via text, email, and everyone and anyone anywhere in the world can listen to that. And that's kind of the fun part. Even in Macedonia.
Ryan, we're going to be famous forever.
Finally made it. Started in Brookings.
Yay!
Absolutely.
I did wanted to add to Ryan's explanation about the grappling team. So it's not just the grappling and the learning aspect. It's very much, our little community. People there are very, very nice. You will gain a lot of new friends. And, me and Ryan started wrestling there and, grappling. And then I needed help with my, fitness and to learn things. So we started lifting together, and he will give me pointers. And then I would go to my coach, Brad, that, then he will help me with my calories and how and who. And people are very nice. So you have the other aspect. You gain, new friends. And, from time to time we go and we have lunch together and we have good time. So it's not just the fitness part and the learning part. And trust me, after 3 years, there is times that, you're still questioning yourself and you feel stupid. But, thank God to our patient coach that would, explain over and over and over and, until you get it. And he's very much, would customize your, what would work for you and what will not work for you. As a only female to the class, there's a lot of times he would come in and was like, no, do this, don't do that, and do it this way. And then, I go in and I beat up the guys, and then they're upset.
Oh my goodness.
Or, they will do a move and I'm like, tell me the counter move. Yeah. And then he will, and then they get upset, but it's okay.
It's part of the process.
Part of the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's different leverages that a male and a female body has, just like a battery. There's a negative charge and a positive charge, and it's just science. It's not about anything else other than science.
I mean, and you have like, taller, shorter, bigger, smaller, but
Different advantages.
Yes. I mean, it comes down to the technique as well, but, it's very helpful that, we have a very good deal with our coach that he would come in and actually, modify the move that will work for you. He was like, no, it's going to work for Ryan, but it's not going to work for you. Do it this way, which is priceless. In bigger gyms with bigger classes, of course, it's nice, but here you have more like a, one-on-one person, and everybody's very helpful. You will start rolling and they will guide you. And because you have to understand those are your people. You spend a lot of time with them, so you don't want to hurt them. You want them to come back, and that's how we grow together. I mean, of course, it gets intense, but nobody will go and intentionally want to hurt you, and.
Right, it's a place of support.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yes.
There's, I hear the ability to improve the power of being present coming through, like the teachings.
Well, if you've ever been in a rear naked choke, the only thing you think about is how to breathe. You don't care what happened yesterday. You don't care that, you spilled your coffee this morning. You just want to survive.
Wow.
That's about it. And with time, you get yourself in that position multiple times, then you become calm. Then you don't panic. Then you don't. Yes, you get comfortable in uncomfortable position, and you learn and you grow. You don't panic anymore, and you can apply that in life, in patience, and it's pretty good.
We say that in yoga all the time. We take our practice, what we learn and earn with those lessons, how we transform our physical and mental state there, we can apply that off the mat. And it's
Exactly.
like, I hear and see the same across. Yeah.
Yes, very much. Yes.
Nice. Believe it or not, I did one time a grappling class in Central America, in Costa Rica.
Oh,
Okay.
mira, mami.
Yeah, and it was like you were saying, I was going through some really stressful times. I was completely alone during that time, and I was like, how do I work through this? I didn't want to ignore it. I didn't want to I didn't want to, what's the word, like you were talking about, you throw it behind, it's going to come up in front. I was like, I know that lesson. I choose to do something different here. How do I just be about it? And they said they're doing it upstairs in the yoga studio. And I was like, at first, I was like, you're grappling in our yoga studio? Like, that is not the right energy. But then instead of, rebelling against it, getting all worked up, I said, let's just try it. And I went up with the most amount of peace and respect to learn. Like you were talking about, drop the ego. It's real. You have to do those things to be able to even enter into the classroom. Just believe in yourself. If you're feeling the calling to do it, just do it. Just show up for yourself. And I did. And I learned so many things. Our teacher, Kai, he owns a jiu-jitsu studio in Thailand. And he is out of this world. And I watched a student walk in. It was after about a month almost of classes. Student walks in, and he had a lot of ego. And he tried to charge the teacher because he was coming from a place of ego and anger. And he literally almost died that night. Not intentionally, but because he made the wrong move. And out of defense, to set him down and to have him stop attacking the teacher, that was the teacher's only option from that position. Mm-hmm. And so it was like, it taught me so much, and also I got my own personal physical experience that made me realize how important the oxytocins are and human contact is. It doesn't have to be a negative. Human contact is human contact, and it can be used for our benefit.
I mean, it's all how we, how we make it out to be. I mean, we all have anger, and we go through life. But the funniest people that come in through our door is the ones that see red. A lot of times you will hear, oh, when I see red, and it's like, bring it on. Yeah. I get to it. Well, you're a female, so let me take it easy on you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It just yes, bring it on, and those people don't last because, first of all, nobody will want to roll with you because if you are after hurting people, and we can sense it, we can feel
Instantly, yeah.
instantly, and then you will learn a valuable lesson. And, we don't want to hurt you, but in the same time, you have to protect and defend yourself and your teammates.
Mm-hmm. That's a real thing. Yeah.
Somebody's out of line, we send the mat enforcer, a.k.a. Ryan.
It's a low bar for mat enforcing.
Do you have different positions, like in the group or the team? Is there different leads or different coordinators, or do you get guest instructors that join?
I mean, not, we have like a assistant teacher, I would say. We have Jeff. When I started back in the day, he was doing the beginner classes on Mondays. And I started with him, step by step, just the basics. And then, he trains with us. And, he is a very good resource to point out like, hey, don't do this, or, he's helping out the new people. Then we have David. He comes in from time to time, and he recently got hurt, so he is not training as much, but he comes in and it kind of helps out the new people, and it's there. Ryan does the open mat on Saturdays, so he comes in and unlocks the room and waits patiently for people to show up.
Hoping someone shows up.
Yeah. What time is that open mat on Saturday?
About 4:30-ish.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's after soccer practice and all the things that the parents have excuse-itis about. They can make it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's very laid back. So it's not an actual class. Coach does not come in, but, it's just, a couple of us, and you have questions, you want to take it easy. That's the time. Sometimes we bring our gi, and we do a gi class with Jeff. He loves the gi. So, he would show us a trick or two, and, we have a little pajama party, I would call it.
Yeah, okay. And would you elaborate a little bit more for our listeners of what a gi would be?
Yeah, we should have led with that.
Go ahead.
So primarily we do what's called no gi, which is officially it should be a rash guard and shorts with no pockets. But, just any kind of athletic wear would pass.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of schools, a lot of more traditional schools will do gi only. Out here, gis are expensive, and kind of the trend would be to do more no gi. And so if it were more popular, we'd probably have a full-time gi class, but it's just not that popular. So, but we still, those of us that have gis, will bring them in once in a while, or sometimes I've been showing up early actually and doing gi with some of the other members. So
cheating.
Devotion.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it's just a different, it's literally like two different sports, it's different techniques. There's some crossover, but yeah, you have, it's kind of more slow, more controlled, I guess. And,
more time to think.
Yeah. You have to be more technical in my opinion, but I've only just started. So I don't know that much. So I don't want to get too far.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Sometimes our memory fogs us, and there's something when you started talking about the gis, I was like, oh yeah, my stepbrother owns a jiu-jitsu club in Costa Rica too. His whole family does it. It was as I was leaving the country, so it's been a couple years that they've been doing it. I wasn't there, and I was like, oh, I remember what a gi looks like. Yeah, so it's, if somebody, they could relate it to like a karate gi or other type of martial arts gi, because Brazilian jiu-jitsu is...
Yep. It's basically the same. Yeah.
Same. So that's the type of a gi you would have for grappling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Nice. And listeners, we are here on the Quality Living with Peaceful Support program, talking with LJ and Ryan of Reps Gym over there in the Seascape building right on West Benham. And they have grappling classes, similar and familiar styles of jiu-jitsu and other wrestling, and where's my notes?
Judo.
Judo, exactly. And they do this Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5 to 7 p.m. and they're starting the women's class on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Everyone is welcome to, of course you can talk about it, but when you're done telling all your friends and family, be about it and get in there.
That's right.
That's right. And don't you can always stop by and, come and see the class. Ask at the front desk. I think you have to sign a waiver before you start coming in. And, just try it.
Good. And I see up on the Reps gym wall when I'm in there, it says tournaments or championships or like, tell me I always want to know, what is that? What's going on?
Ryan, I got this. Ryan. Yeah, we have an ongoing saying, if your name is not on the wall, don't talk to me. So basically, we have competitions and we, for a small gym and the resources that we have, we are doing pretty good. I mean, our coach is on it. We're making him, we made him proud, like in every competition. So me and Ryan competed, last year, the year before?
Yeah, last October. Yeah.
Yes, last October.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Mama brought gold, not to brag.
Oh,
and
increíble.
And then competed again and brought another gold. Nothing but gold over
with
here.
The pure champ, guys.
Yes. So we have a nice group, that would register for a competition. Our coach comes in and yells at us, and and then we end up with the gold.
Right? Yeah. Just like
Is that how it works? Is that how it works, Ryan?
I mean, we train pretty hard.
probably a little bit more refined than that, but basically, sure.
Oh, come on. It's a lot of training and it's a lot of, dedication. Our coach is very, very dedicated. I mean, we take time out of his family and kids, and he comes in and, shows up every single time. Wow. And, always ready to help. And we are not nice. We ask questions and why and how. And there's no
drill him.
Yeah, there's never, he's always there to answer. And just to touch base on the tournaments, they're usually Salem, Portland, so they're not the cheapest. And I mean, his dedication is just out of this world. He is always there for us. Outside of class, in class, whatever questions you have, he's there.
Well, thank you, Coach Jeff.
And Coach Brad.
And Coach Brad. Yeah. And the best way would sign up at Reps?
Yes.
Okay.
Go to the gym, go to the front desk, tell them you want to sign up. They do a trial class for $15. I want to say the full-time membership is an additional $20 on top of whatever the gym membership is.
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can look us up on Instagram at Reps Grappling Club. Shoot us a DM. I'll get back to you. If you choose to email us, it's repsgrapplingclub@gmail.com. And other than that, you can try the front desk. I don't know how much they will help you with grappling-related questions, but
come see us.
Worth a try. Yeah, come talk to us.
Well, thank you guys for being on the Quality Living Show with me today. Thank you, LJ. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, listeners.